Hey there, Cancer, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a mid-month for October 14th through the 31st, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Cancer, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Just send me an email. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and want to say thank you, please consider buying me a cup of coffee or two. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Also, there's construction happening outside. You might hear some trucks or some beep, beep, beep going on. It's just the trucks backing up. People thought it was my smoke alarm. It's not. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, the main energy for your reading this month, I say this month, but your mid-month reading. For this reading is the Knight of Swords. You want to take action. You want to do something here. You feel that drive. You feel that internal desire to just go and do. We'll see exactly what it is because it seems like in the near future it's working out for you. But in the recent past, not so much. So in the recent past, you get the Four of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Temperance. You're taking a breather here in the recent past. You're really taking your time. And when I say taking your time, I mean taking your time. You're evaluating. You're evaluating, you're assessing, you're trying to figure out what to do, what the best course of action is here. But the part that is not so great is that you're kind of still unhappy. So while you're evaluating and assessing, there's unhappiness showing up here for you. Now, I do feel like the main reason for the unhappiness is because you do want to do. You do want to take action. You do want to make something happen here, but you want to make sure that it's the right course of action and you're not jumping in head first, kind of, impulsively without really thinking it through. In the current situation, you get the Seven of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. You do want to have a new beginning here. You do want to rekindle something with someone you love very, very much. And you know they love you too, so that's not what you're evaluating and assessing here. But in the current situation, I do feel like you're a little bit overwhelmed emotionally, and that's causing you to doubt and question whether or not you should take action, whether or not you should make this happen, whether or not it's even possible or viable to have this new beginning that you want. There's a lot of question marks happening for you here in the current situation. But I just feel like they're coming not from a place of logic, but more so from a place of emotional overwhelm. In the near future, you get the Queen of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Magician. You love your person. They love you. You know that. So the emotional side is not the issue here. But you're still waiting for something in the near future. And it's this waiting, which you're showing me like, I'm waiting, and in the meantime, I'm waiting for something to take place. I'm manifesting something happening. But because you're manifesting it, I don't know if what you want is actually happening. Let's see. Let's see. We'll start off by clarifying the Knight of Swords, which is the main energy for your reading. Knight of Swords is clarified by the Page of Cups, the World, and the Hermit. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo or a Sag. Those are showing up here. I do see that there was an ending, okay? At some point, there was an ending. And you're showing me, I thought I was done. I thought I was over. I thought, chapter closed, book closed, I'm over it. You want to come in and remind this person that you still care for them. You're coming in, you're showing me like, I want to come in and kind of give them some love. I don't know if this love is in the form of an apology. I don't know if it's in the form of just flirting and trying to kind of see if that door is still open. I'm not quite sure. But you want to come in and kind of get the ball rolling again emotionally with this person. Now, I don't know if it's you that wants this or if this is your person's energy towards you, so take it as it resonates. But we'll just say you because this is your reading. You want to kind of see if I do come in and express my feelings and let this person know, hey, I'm not done, would they be open to it? Let's see. Let's take a look at the recent past. I want to see what the Four of Cups is for you in the recent past. Four of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, which you get again in the recent past, and the Six of Cups. So you're unhappy, and you're showing me what would make me happy is a new beginning in love here. I want to rekindle this. I want to have a new start in love. This is a soul connection. This is a divine connection. I know it is. I know what this person means to me. But, and the but is that you're not sure, are they open to it or not? So you're trying to kind of evaluate and assess. Maybe you're, thinking about how they would normally react. Maybe you're taking a look at their social media to see if they're with somebody else. Maybe, you're trying to figure out like, okay, is this new beginning in love within this soul connection possible? Let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles in the recent past. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. You do still feel a very deep divine connection with this person. You're showing me the Lovers. The Lovers is not just you and your person here in the 3D world. This is a soul connection. You're showing me Six of Cups. The Lovers, it's deeper than that. And that's kind of what you're holding on to here in the recent past. You're showing me, I refuse to let go of this divine connection. Like, I know what this is. But you do have a bit of an ego on you here. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign as well, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You do kind of have an ego on you here, and you're showing me I'm not going to really let the other person know what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, that I'm even interested, right? There's a little bit of games showing up here for you, but this is more so a game you're playing with yourself. I don't feel like you and this person are even in contact at all. It's more so like, I want to keep tabs on them. I want to see if they'd be open to like a new beginning in love, if they'd be interested in rekindling this. And I know what this connection is, but I'm not really gonna reach out quite yet and, put my heart on my sleeve and expose my cards to let them know that I'm feeling these things. Interesting. Let's take a look at the Temperance here in the recent past. Temperance is clarified by the Star, the Temperance again, and the Death. You want this. You want this more than anything. But what you're doing, you're stalling for time. You're taking your time. Remember how I said you're taking your sweet, sweet time in the recent past? You are. And the reason you're taking your time and not taking action is because you are constantly being reminded, or you remind yourself, it's done. It's done. It's over. We ended. Right? It's over. Who says? Who says? We say a lot of things in the 3D world. Who says it's actually over? You don't seem like you're over it. I don't know where your person's at, but you sure as heck don't seem over it. So, yeah, that's kind of what you're using to procrastinate or delay taking action here in the recent past. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to see the Seven of Cups in the current situation. Seven of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Sun. You do still view this person as like the person for you long term, okay? What's conflicting you, or what's causing this emotional overwhelm for you in the current situation, is the fact that you're not 100% sure if, how do I explain this? They do make you happy, and being in a connection with them makes you happy, right? You see them as having like all the criteria that you need for a long-term stable connection. You don't know though if being like with them will bring you happiness. So let me try to explain this energy in a different way. There is the person that is good for you, right for you, but then there's this other person that excites you, lights you up inside, really gets your juices flowing. I feel like the person you want to get back together with, you know that they're good for you. You know, not that they're the safe choice, but you know that they're like the one that you should be with. They have the criteria, they check the boxes for long-term stable relationship. But there may be somebody else, or just like an idea that you have of somebody else, which really lights you up inside and excites you and gets you going, right? They may not be the type of person you can build a long-term relationship with. They may not kind of be the person that you're taking home to mom. But they're the kind of person that you're like, oh, they excite me. They make me happy. You're a person that you want to reconcile with. They do make you happy, but almost in like in a healthy way, not in an unhealthy way, or not in the way that this other energy does. I don't necessarily know if you're dealing with two people, but it's almost like you want to reconcile with your person genuinely, but you have a little bit of an internal conflict of whether or not, like, if I do reconcile, will I actually be happy? Right? Like, will I be as happy as I know I can be? The Sun is the happiest card in the entire tarot deck. This isn't just like, oh, I'm happy because I'm drinking a yummy cup of coffee. This is like, I want to be so happy I'm shooting rainbows and butterflies out of every pore in my body. And I don't know if you believe that the person that you want to have a new beginning with, if they can give you that. Let's take a look at the Page of Swords in the current situation. Page of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups, Three of Swords, Two of Swords. You have your doubts, right? You don't really know where the other person's at. You don't know if they're still reeling from the pain, if they're disappointed with you, if they want to deal with you at all. You're kind of a little bit confused. So I do see you being very like all over the place, both internally within yourself and also like where's the other person at in the current situation. There's a lot of emotional overwhelm happening for you and a lot of things happening internally for you, trying to figure out like, do I take the leap of faith? Do I make this happen? Or is this not, like, is this, I can't even talk because now I'm feeling like overwhelmed by your energy. You want to reconcile with this person, but there's a lot of like internal feelings happening for you in the current situation about whether or not you want this, you don't want this. Is this the right path for you? Is this not the right path for you? Do they want this? You know, lots of confusion. Let's take a look at the Ace of Wands in the current situation for you. Ace of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Wands, Six of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. You want this. You want a reconciliation with this person. You want to work on things. You really want to successfully overcome the hardship. I feel like the person that you want to reconcile with, right? The connection's not smooth. There are some difficulties. There are some hardships. There are some roadblocks, but you're showing me I genuinely want to successfully overcome this. I want this reconciliation to work. And I'm willing to put in the work to make it work. I want it to successfully, like I want whatever these roadblocks are that we're dealing with to be done and over with completely. Like I don't want to revisit them again in the future. Let's take a look at the near future and clarify the Queen of Cups in the near future for you. Queen of Cups is clarified by the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Yeah, you love this person. You really do. You have a lot of love for them. You know that they love you back, and you do want a reconciliation. And what's even more beautiful, you're showing me the King and Queen of Pentacles, okay? This is like you view each other as a divine match here in the 3D world. Like again, this person that you want to reconcile with, maybe they're not the most exciting. Maybe they don't light you up inside and, you know, completely set your heart ablaze. But they're the person that brings stability. They bring grounded energy. They're dependable. They're reliable. They're the person that you can build a future with. And you're showing that to me, okay? And I know that doesn't sound very exciting. You're like, why would I settle for somebody? You're not settling. You're making the wise choice for yourself where you're like, yeah, maybe they're not like that up and down, unhealthy, tumultuous romance where all we do is just, you know, get physical all day and they're hot and they're sexy. But they're the person that I can build with. They're the person that I can depend on. They bring grounded energy to my life. And this, it seems like that's what you want. And you do love them. It's not, again, like you're just going for the safe choice. You do love them, and you know they love you too. Let's take a look at the Two of Wands in the near future. Two of Wands is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Queen of Cups, which you just got, the Knight of Pentacles. You're moving slowly. You're still not taking any action here yet because you're showing me I need more time, I need more time, I need more time. But that's, you're not like, you are kind of procrastinating, but it's more so like you're just gearing up to get ready to make the move, to get the ball rolling. But you are taking your time here, Cancer. Let's take a look at the Magician here in the near future. Magician is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, and the Tower, all major arcana cards. You're afraid. You are afraid. Your higher self is trying to tell you, let's go, Cancer, let's make this happen, let's get the ball rolling, reach out, communicate, you know. But you're showing me, I want to, I really want to, but I'm afraid. You're afraid of this whole thing blowing up in your face. And now I understand why you're delaying, why you're procrastinating, why you're taking your time. Because you're afraid of getting rejected, essentially. I don't know. You might. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind for this reading, Cancer. From the universe, you get the Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Yeah, you're taking your time. You're procrastinating because you're overthinking this. you feel the connection, you feel the bond, you feel the love, but your mind is really psyching you out. What if they say this? What if they reject me? What if they're not interested? What if they've blocked me? Right? There's a lot of overthinking here, and your mind is kind of taking you into like worst case scenario mode about if I do reach out, if I do try to reconcile with this person, all the ways that it's not going to work out, all the ways that I'm going to get completely embarrassed, humiliated, and rejected. And that's kind of why instead of taking action and reaching out and getting this reconciliation going, which I can see that you want, you're still kind of dragging your feet here. So Cancer, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in, Cancer, and I'll see you here on the next one.